Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Be of service in business. You know what? Whether you providing a product or a service, when I say service, like, plumbing or massage therapy or painting, right? You want to just you want to be in service. Remember, you're not just selling something to somebody. You being in service. Even if you selling a house or something, that's being a service. You providing a service. That's very key, right? I knew this guy. He had his own food place. I've mentioned him several times. Maybe one day he'll hear these videos and say, hey, he talking about me. But I remember he was, behind the counter, had just brought out some buffalo wings and stuff. And a woman came in and he was like, how may I be of service, right? That's a very key thing. See, remember, you doing something from somebody, right? When you doing that job, yeah, you want to make money and everything. That job or your business, you definitely want to make money. But remember, what are you doing it for? You providing a service. Indeed, that's one of the best ways to actually be lucrative, make money. You providing a specific service. Somebody has a need, and you're like fulfilling that need. Economics, people, it's about people and everything, but it's what people want. What are the people demanding? Okay, then now you're supplying that demand, right? Like I give you a great example, Amazon. With COVID and everything, people can't go out like they used to. So what happens is Amazon, they making money like crazy because they still have a desire for products and everything. And Amazon is supplying it. If you really look at Amazon, that's the base of their business. Yeah, they creating stuff. They create some products and everything and doing movies and all of that stuff. But even that's a demand. People want that. Indeed, even with everything happening, I know there's more and more TV shows, movies, apps, and everything. And they're still making money because people have a demand for entertainment. Or if you look at the COVID thing, you got some people making money just creating masks because people have a demand for it. And that's a key part to the business. Be of service. Okay, people got these things. Like even shopping and everything, you got these grocery shoppers and stuff who will shop for other people, maybe older people and everything. That's being of service. Think about what service you can provide. Like I'm gonna tell you some businesses that don't do well. They really don't do well. They'll have something, but people don't really want it. They might just like it personally, but people not interested. I give another example. I remember when I was at this. I always tell people I used to sell books at it was a flea market. Right? But a lot of people would come in there. And in fact, it wasn't like just some cheap place because just as an aside, there were some Asians and they had some big spots just selling furniture. And I was talking with the daughter of one of them who had a little crush on me. So she'd come around my table, right? And I was like, oh, y'all got a store outside of this? She was like, no. They made all their money at that place, right? But they still were, supplying a demand. People wanted some furniture and they were providing it, right? So that's the key. But I was going to talk about this woman she was a nice woman, and kind of somewhat mentored her son, but she had a place across from me, and she had all these like products and pillows and stuff, but it was like she was just there. Nobody would stop. I think the whole time I seen one person stop to look at her stuff. One person. And I was like, okay, well, she's not doing well with this because she has stuff that people don't have a demand for. She's not really providing a service, right? Like even me selling the books, I knew people, they wanted entertainment to read, but they also wanted like some nonfiction, some thought-provoking nonfiction to read. So that's what I had. Because when I was there at first, when I started, what I would do now, I didn't know what people would buy. I just had some it's like some used books that I was like selling, but then I was paying attention. I was talking to people. Then I gradually saw what they were looking for, so I provided that, right? But I was being in service to them. That's the key. That's the key. See, I know, people want to be like the big boss and everything, but it's a service. I give you an example too. On the negative side, when you look at organized crime, all they doing is providing a service. Somebody wants whatever the crime is, whether it could be sex trafficking. Somebody wants it. Drugs. Somebody wants it. Gambling in places where it's illegal, which is becoming rare, but it's being legalized in so many places. But they providing a service. That's all they would do. That's the key to money. That's the key to doing what you want to do. So when you think about a business, one, definitely think about what you're good at. Definitely think about that. But then think about what you're good at, how is that a service to someone? How's that helping somebody out? That's a very key thing. Seriously, I can't emphasize that enough. How is what you want to do, whether it's your product or your service, how is that being of service to someone? Always keep that in mind, all right? So, y'all know what's up. Let's go make that money.